So we're back. We're gonna put this EXB diff that we did in the last video that we upgraded, and we changed that little bearing. We made sure it's full. So it is time to put this bad boy into the big rock. I call it the dirt rock, the sexy rock. I have a few names for it. Just depends on how I'm feeling about it that particular day, I suppose. Alrighty, yeah, we got that right there. Let's see. So now I'm going to put a little bit of grease right there. You know, I was actually gonna live stream this, and I just realized that in order to live stream, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. I did not know that until right now. So I think my new goal is to try to get 1,000 subscribers so we can live stream. That would be awesome stuff right there. I didn't know that there was a restriction on live streaming. I got to grab some assembly grease real fast. I don't think I have any right here. I think my wife made me move it because it was going to make a mess.
We just always were there for each other.
And it seems like I actually listened for once. So let me hit pause and let me go grab it. Alright, we got our grease. I use automotive multi-vehicle Valvoline high temperature red grease. I noticed people use all kinds of different grease. I have ordered some of this RC diff grease online, and for 3 ounces of it, I think I paid $10 for it. And when it came in, and I checked it out, it was no different than this exact same stuff that I use on my bearings and but not on my cars, so my real cars. And this is actually a tad bit thicker and holds on to this just a little bit better than the crap that they sold me online.
I think there's
Mind you, I had a feeling it was just some regular, basic, everyday bull hoo-ha crap, but, you know, I wanted to see what was this RC diff grease. Well, it was no different than the same shit you get at any other fucking auto parts store. I'm liking that, I'm happy with that. Boom. As easy as that. Alright. Let's slide this back over.
Teetering on the edge of doing something stupid, dangerous, something that could have lifelong consequences. It really depends on where you're teetering. If you're living in a safe suburban community,
alright,
even if you fall off,
bam,
you'll get a second chance.
Awesome.
If you're teetering on the edge in a neighborhood and environment,
alright, so I'm going to
then the stupid, impulsive things that
flip this thing upside down and get the screws in the bottom half of this sucker right now, while I have it on here. Alright, so let's flip her upside down, like so. Alright, everything's just kind of falling all over the place. I don't really care about that. We're good to go. Alright, so we got some parts over here that belong in here. These two white ones go down in here, and that's just because I have this stainless steel plate, so mine's just a tad bit different than your guys's. So we put that right layer. There it goes right on top of that, like so. Plate comes down. Well, bam.
Something was going on, and I could not help it. And the courts would not help me help. They didn't want to hear it. Judge Asa Kelly at the time gave me a 20-year probation.
His sentence on that first case really did not comport with Georgia law. He was given a straight probation sentence when there most likely should have been a mandatory minimum prison sentence. So he should have been in custody.
It was like a slap on the head to Otis. So Otis did not take that seriously.
It was
alright. So from there, we just gotta screw all this shiznags down.
And I tried to tell them what was going on. just felt like the system failed me, my family, as well as my report family. Because had they listened, then should be just that.
Alright, like I said, remember, never use an electric screwdriver to torque these things down. We're just getting close to the borderline there, and then I stop. And then from there, it's back to the hand.
1992.
Back to the
In
hand!
1990,
I haven't heard that in a long
Albany
time.
was the #1.
I was born in the
It was
80s,
the murder
so...
capital of the United States per capita. And about that same
got one
time
of
as
those
well,
pinned
we had
in.
problems
Let's make
with
sure we get this one
poverty
down.
and youth drug use. I mean, in the mid-90s, late 90s, in Albany, powder cocaine and crack cocaine
Liking that.
and marijuana.
Nice and tight,
was drug
like a
of choice
turtle.
in this community. This is Pittston. This would have been the neighborhood that Otis would have grown up.
Alright.
This was such a high crime-ridden drug area, infested.
Alright, there's old tech. Alright, wait on looking for this right here.
Those shop houses, what comes along?
Sorry, you guys will find out I'm animated. I've always been like this my whole life.
The cocaine, the marijuana.
My dad used to say it's because I'm a
being
Gary's.
sold out of the same house.
Alright.
Otis never
Wham,
had
bam,
opportunity
thank you,
or
ma'am.
chance to develop.
Woo! We're flying high over here. Alright.
Now, I am aware that
I probably
Otis
should not have had my
had
motor
a
just
drug issue.
laying in the wind like that. But it is what it is sometimes.
After he got the
Alright, so we got that
Otis told me
done.
that his dad
Everything's
was
tight. She's still spinning like she's supposed to. Yes, she is. Everything seems good. Our input gear is moving. I am loving this. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do this and then get a video. Now, mind you, I've only done this to the rear. I only bought one of these discs. I didn't buy two of them. I only bought one. I'm hoping that I don't need two. I'm hoping just the rear is the issue because it's so close to the motor, but I'll have a feeling that that's not going to be the case. I may have to do this diff situation to the front also, or at least that bearing for sure, because that's what broke on the front last time.
I remember what they said I did because, you know, the paperwork that I was reading, but I don't even remember
And then
a lot of it.
I noticed because when I put the first I had broke, I was breaking the rear drive lines, the stock rear drive lines at first, and then I fixed that problem. Quit happening. And then once I went to the GPMs, and then so when I did that, rear was holding up, and then the front started doing it. So I put the GPMs on the front, and then that's when I started taking out the rear input gear, and so then I put that aluminum, hot racing aluminum yoke around there, and that started to work. And then as that worked, and I had the aluminum sliders, then I started taking that input gear out in the front. So then we put that aluminum housing in the front. And then I take the bearing out in the rear. So I think now that I've put this composites and all this in the rear, and this is probably gonna hold like rawr, like King Kong. This is not up here. We'll see what happens. It is what it is, you know. I think I dropped the slider earlier.
I literally don't know.
Yes,
how
I did.
to do that.
It's trying to run away. Right here.
Yeah, I got to do it.
All right,
No matter
bam.
Afraid I am.
All right.
Got to.
There we go. I know you guys can't see this one side, but all I'm doing is putting the exact same link on and attaching my
He
slider.
didn't give me none.
Exact same
It's
thing
my
I did on that
understanding
side is
that
what I'm
while
doing
Otis
on
has
this
been
side.
in
That's
prison, that
all
he
I'm
has
doing
been
here.
basically a
That's
model
it.
prisoner. He has no
No
disciplinary
magic
reports
stuff
to my
happening on
knowledge.
this
He's
side
not
of
the
the
guy
street.
that's arguing with the guards. He's not the guy that's fighting with the cellmates.
Alright,
That's
so
not Otis. And Otis, as a
now we're
human
going to put
being, he's got
these shots back in.
that he can be a productive member of the community.
He don't deserve rights. He doesn't
Okay.
deserve any kind of sympathy, I don't think.
That's where we as a society have to decide at what point do you give Otis a second chance?
Do you give Otis a second chance?
Alright, there's that. That was not working out very well. That is the wrong size. Let's find the size. This is the size.
Mama, the lawyer's supposed to be
Alright.
calling.
Like I said, never use this thing to mark anything down. Worst thing you could ever
Let
do.
him go to court.
I found these little spacers. They're like off of something off of a Lozy. I can't remember what they are. But that's what I use to fill these voids on these aftermarket shots. Like on the Tyson 6S ones that I have that I'd be switching back and forth on here. That one I use an axial rubber. Yeah, honey. Yeah, that's fine.
Which was back up in December. So right now,
Alright, so there you go. You have it. That's all put back together. All that's left is to slide our motor back into place, which is right here.
I think he'll be out.
Let's
I
get
think
this.
he's gonna get out. Now, he's been in there since he was 16, wanting to get out and further his education, get a job. He can be a good person. They should give him a chance in society. You know? Right now, we're just waiting.
Bam.
Waiting and waiting.
Clicked
That's the
in.
hardest part, always
Good to
waiting.
go. Good
It's
to
frustrating.
go.
It's frustrating.
Man, you know, I love making these videos. And I love driving these cars and stuff. I think I've told you guys a little bit about my backstory, but I mean, I used to be into the RC cars and all that stuff, but when I was a lot younger and whatnot, and I ended up losing my dad.
Three
And,
life without parole sentences. One for murder.
I don't know, I just kind of
one
lost
for armed
passion for
robbery,
like all
one for
kinds of
kidnapping
crap.
and bodily injury. So what we're trying to achieve is
And,
replacing each one of those three life without parole sentences.
I ended up
in its place a life with parole sentence. Given
getting
the
sober
law at the time this offense occurred in
and whatnot, and
1998,
to occupy my time, I got back into
so he'd be,
RC cars.
in his
So, I mean,
mid-40s
pretty much is
when
what
he's
it is
eligible for release.
when I lost my father, I guess I became like this
We've had our
drunken
online
loser,
fights. That's why these delays have
you
occurred.
know,
But
and
we've finally been able to come to an agreement.
I did that for a couple of years, feeling sorry for myself for no fucking reason, but
I mean,
anyways,
there's no question that
I decided
his
to get
immaturity,
sober.
the fact he's a child,
and
affects this case.
here I am
And think
today,
that's why we're,
and
we're
instead of
fixing the sentence and
getting
making the
drunk and
sentence
retarded
multiple.
every day.
Of course, I'm going to let.
I use my free time to play with these cars,
so they can sort of digest it. This
have
really,
fun,
given the situation of the law.
build a better relationship with the kids and stuff. My daughter, me and her just have a blast doing this.
I just wanted to chat and
And I feel a lot better,
on
where
we
actually.
are in the case.
I haven't had a drink in almost a year.
So we've finally
And,
gotten the district
I
attorney
can't say I don't miss it, actually.
to agree to take life without
I
parole
wouldn't
off
trade
the
any,
table
everything I have
and-
today. I would not
and
trade for a
impose
drink tomorrow.
a sentence of life
That's for
with
sure.
parole. So
I'd rather
really-
keep life
really the
exactly
outcome
the way it is
we've
today.
been shooting for this whole time.
So that's my
Good.
little deal. Thanks for listening, you guys. But alright, so Motors in,
the
bars
afternoon of the
in.
26th at 1:30
Everything
this
is
month,
good to
April
go.
26th.
We're moving here. We got the shocks back on. I believe everything is pretty much done other than flip this bad boy over. And
I understand.
I gotta put this screw in the bottom. Don't
I know
forget this screw.
process, I mean, it's a lengthy process, and it's probably feels a lot like a roller coaster, but you know, it's been fruitful in the sense that the waiting is paying off. So to be able to completely remove life without parole as an option, and to make sure he gets a parolable sentence, is certainly what we were shooting for. So Otis will be there on the 26th, and everything.
I'll be there on the 26th as well.
I know you will.
Alright.
And yeah, I just wanted to share that bit of good news.
I appreciate you for doing your best.
Absolutely, you're very welcome, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Alright, there's
Okay,
that.
you're welcome.
Now we'll do this other side. I guess I'll move the truck so you guys can see it. Oh man. Any of you guys have problems getting your lug nuts on these Pro lines? These Badland Pro lines? They make that hole in there so tight, man, that it's hard to get in there to get those things.
He will find me. I don't want to see his face again.
Alright, and there you guys have it. Just put back together. Should be ready to rock and roll. I just rebuilt the front the other day, so hopefully this thing holds together for a while. And I'm really excited to test out how that diff's gonna work out and everything. I am super excited about that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe. We can't finish the video or this build until we do one more thing. I like to run what I got on here, and we now have our little EXB diff, so we need to slap on our little EXB sticker that came in our package. Where it went, damn it. Oh, it's in my pocket.
There is evil out there. And that's the absolute truth. People don't want to hear that.
Perfecto. Alright, I think we're gonna do it right here in the front. Juliet!
The scale of what was done to him by these
Give me a wipey real fast.
It was horrible.
If this is not a heinous murder, then there will never be one.
Right.
The torture lasted between 8 and 10 hours.
They tied his hands, chained him to a tree, purchased a meat cleaver.
We now have to have this new sentencing hearing. The judge could, if he chose, sentence Ronald Bell to 18 years in prison, and then Ronald Bell would be released.
Get on there, boy. Alright, and alright, you guys, final piece right here.
They don't ever need to walk out in daylight again on the street and do to another family what they've done to mine.
If upon release they kill again, that is a chance that society just has to take.
Alright, and there you have it, man. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe.